Oh, hey guys, give me a second. Alright, there we go. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Guggins joins Kiara Mundi Conet. It's great clicking buttons 20 million times. Can't get a claim all button, but we can get 20 other trillions of new currencies added to the game. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be. People are losing their minds. So that means it's another day that ends in Y. People. I heard murmurs about the one thing that has been beautiful about this update. The anniversary tokens. And people are like, oh no! Oh! Okay, I might be getting a little carried away. I want to believe that's our collective sentiment with this update here. We're like, Arnold, did you see we can't get our Jedi Lightspeed tokens until February? And I was like, all right, where's my Biznatch at CG coupon book? And I realized I ran out of coupons for the week. And I was like, wait, I might need, not need to fully get ticked off about this. I actually might be slightly more positive about this. Not much, but slightly more. Anyways, people, in case you don't know, well, you're about to know. As you guys know, I gave many 2 cents about the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes update. And as we talked about the other day, the best thing that's come with this game, if we want to still call it that, is that collecting older characters is better now more than ever. So if you just want to play a game that's Star Wars, collect Star Wars characters, and you don't care about gameplay and being competitive, the game's better than ever. In that regard, as we discussed with these awesome free Lightspeed tokens, and I was able to take my entire Phoenix crew to Gear 13 in a blink of an eye. And people are collectively are pretty excited about this. However, well, people are starting to get a little worried because we're waiting on the next ones, because that's the thing to keep us looking forward the next couple months to play Galaxy Heroes, is all these free, amazing characters that are coming down the pipeline for especially folks that haven't been able to keep up on these, like my free-to-play account. I can't make time to get around to Sabine. I got other stuff to worry about. But, well, there's a small dilemma, and it's not as big as people are making it out to be, but it is annoying. I will say that at the very minimum. The next set of quests are going to be starting on December 16th. So what is it? Like 2 weeks from now. Something like that. And, well, this is where we're going to start getting all these cool Jedi. But the problem is, well, getting Yoda, and then we're going to get a Lightspeed token for the Jedi. Really cool stuff. Although, also, by the way, speaking of Jedi, stick towards the end. I got some decent stuff, free giveaway stuff. In case you guys missed, you can get Ezra Bridger Exile potentially. Anyways, getting ahead of myself here. All right, anyways. Well, people are like, CG, oh, please change this. I'm gonna lose my mind even more. This is the last straw. You can't take away the one good thing about this update. And people are going crazy thinking that we can't get this completed until February for the Jedi. Now, as far as I can understand how these anniversary quests are working with these Lightspeed tokens, I don't believe, even if it's the case, that we can't get this distract feat accomplished, which is the first important thing to start unlocking the rest of the Lightspeed tokens. Even let's say we do get hung up here, unless there's some crazy BS feat down there that we're not aware of, it shouldn't, as far as I understand, hold us from doing the Inquisitor stuff, doing the Rebel stuff, doing the Bosk stuff. The list goes on and on and on. But the way it is right now, if you can't do distract, well, you get hung up here and you can't get Ahsoka, Jedi, Anakin, Mace, Shakti, Kelleran Beck, the Jedi, and Grandmaster Yoda. So kind of a problem. And the reason why this problem is kind of showing its head, because as you guys may or may not know, well, let's just say there's not a lot of ways to get distract in this game. And Stormtrooper Luke currently is the only way that we can get distract. Small problem. Actually, I have a better example to show you. As you guys know, I spent $390 on this Stormtrooper Luke day one. And that was only a drop in the bucket. Can't even fully max out this guy. Ain't that crazy? And, well, even myself, I cannot get distract on Luke until I hit level 7 of the lead, which finally introduces distract. Well, how do I get there? Well, just keep scrolling. I can't get there until I'm level 85. Wow, clap it up, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah, CG. God, I love this dude. The gift that keeps on giving. Well, And you can see how people were mad about that and saying, well, we got to wait till February until they finally get released from Purgatory, these characters, that is, and we could finally use them in the wild, like, well, how we were used to playing this game for 10 years now. Happy anniversary. We're going to stop doing the thing that you guys like doing. I'm not going to bring this up again. We've talked pretty extensively about that. However, as you can see, I'm kind of in a more lighthearted mood because it's still going to be slightly annoying as far as I can tell. But it's not going to be something where they're holding back these Lightspeed tokens for several months, because maybe people forgot there were so many kits that kind of dropped on us at once. Even myself, I had to go back. Like, I completely forgot that they kind of alluded to them all having Fracture through Kamir's kit. So, you know, things like that. A lot of kits being dropped on us all at once. I want to put it out there. Yoda and Chewie also has Distract. Yes, it's like, you guys forgot about me. Which comes at level 6 of the First Awakens. Love the ability name. Now, Yoda and Chewie are going to be the next characters coming out, you know, roughly IG90 out this week, so about less than 2 weeks from now, right? And this is where I fully intend that they want us using this to do the Distract, which again, it's still going to be kind of annoying as I'm going to get over again. Don't worry, I'm not giving CJ a complete pass on this. You got to inflict 100 Distract. It's kind of a little confusing because they have Distract and Distracted, you know, they giving it the past tense, because if you apply Distract, now they're distracted. And I also want to put out there, I don't think Once Upon a Time raid, the Endor raid will count. There is a Distract mechanic, but it's not quite the one that we're aware that we're going to be having here with this. Where is it? Granted abilities. Let's see. Where the heck is it? Well, I don't know. One of these things here. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Divert attention. Remove stacks of damage and stacks of Distract from all enemies. First off, that's a remove mechanism. And secondly, the Distract that this is about is not the Distract that we are using with the actual kit. And as you see, it says Inflict Distract. That one says remove, and it's not even the same Distract. So I don't think the Endor raid will count. Who knows? Maybe it will, but don't get your eyes hopeful on that. It's likely coming through the Chewie and Yoda feats that are going to be coming along the corner, because there's a lot of Chewbacca, Wookiee related things that we're going to have to do with Chewie and Yoda. Well, okay. Well, we're not out of the woodworks yet. You can't don't let out a sigh of relief, because now we got this small dilemma where, just like Luke has a certain level where his Distract is gated, so does Yoda and Chewie, but it's not as bad where we're going to need to wait until, well, in February. Gosh, I still can't understand that. I mean, I can understand it from the I don't know. I guess their view of monetization. Anyways, again, one of the few things it's hard to wrap my mind around after many years of this game. As far as we're aware, to unlock that level 6 on the Yoda and Chewie ability, because I don't know if I brought it up here, bring it up. SWGoH.GG, please and thank you. You can see that ability on the First Awakens comes around level 6, right? Distract target enemy for 1 turn. Well, to get the level 6, if we're judging based off, like, let's say IG90, you got to get the level 45. And that's when we start unlocking these level 6 abilities. And as we know right now, it's kind of a pain to level up these champions. And they still have not fully communicated with us on this. It blows my mind. It's starting to feel like it's intentional. If there's confusion, hoping that people will just spend money willy-nilly. And who knows? It might be working. And as their lead product manager said, that has now been scrubbed away from the face of the earth, is our feedback is a heavy grain of salt. Getting to level 6, aka level 45, it's going to be still a hefty amount of credits, 106,000 credits. And if we take a look at the data mines here that we've looked at before, it shows us the rewards that we're going to end up getting by doing the first tier of the Era Marquee. And as you can see, tier 1 of it, and as we know, it's been going up successfully. So right now, if we just go back to my free-to-play account, haven't spent a single dime, single crystal on this, let's just say, lovely system. My IG90 came out of the oven with a higher level to start with than my Stormtrooper Luke. You know, just using the materials that we got, not putting it into Stormtrooper Luke. So it's like, okay, we're seeing that we're slowly going up as the data mines have been telling us. But even so, if we take a look at this tier 1, Yoda and Chewie gives us 45,000 Era upgrade currency, and I assume we're going to get some more through other ways out there. That's not going to be quite enough. We're still about 60-some thousand plus Era currency short to get to that level 45. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do the distract right away. I'm hoping that we'll be able to, because that was kind of, I guess, the highlight of the week, that people, once we got the final, a stream of quests for all the Rebel stuff, we were able to just do them right away. And I don't know if I can promise that, but I don't think we have to wait till February. I think we're gonna be able to get to level 45, maybe even 4 weeks, assuming it's still gonna be a slow process. But remember, at the end of the day, CGS told us, for free, that's a free, what does that mean? Free with 50 hours, free with 0 hours? We get, again, that's kind of up in the air with the interpretation of all that. We're supposed to be getting level 65 by the time this whole first era with Coliseum is over with. So, I assume we'll get to level 45 within 4 weeks. I don't know. It still just baffles my mind how confusing this whole system is, how unfun this system is. But I'm just putting it out there. Let's just say I'm reserving my rage at CG coupon for another time. Yes, listen, hold the rage. You don't need to scream. I'm doing plenty of that myself, okay? Thank you. I'm going to get out of the screen so I have to keep hearing your Wookiee voice. Anyways, people, just want to make sure you know that there's a chance you won't be able to do the quest right away. It looks like they aren't going to be holding it back for until February, but it's still going to be inconvenient, it seems like, to get to that level 45 as fast as possible, unless we get more currencies. And also, still applying it, if it's only going to be through Chewie and maybe we're just running Coliseum over and over again, could be a little bit grindy and annoying. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be as easy as these Rebel feats that we've had for the previous stuff for the Phoenix, which, again, this is the best part about the update. I was really hoping not to have to get negative on this, and I feel like I'm not today. It's like, okay, it's mostly just community confusion because CG can't communicate intentionally, unintentionally. I only can think of it's either intentional or it's incompetence. I don't have a positive reason for why this still has not been communicated, for how we're going to actually get these characters leveled up from an official standpoint, not from the speculation and data mines. Anyways, let's wrap up with one more thing here. Again, a nice little positive thing to get yourselves on the road here. If you are someone that does not have Ezra Bridger Exile, this is a cool opportunity. You're not going to fully get him up and running through this, unless you get really lucky, potentially. Maybe you can get a good chunk of it done. I already have Ezra Bridger Exile taken care of, so that's awesome. But on the web store, there is a mystery chest, and it has a bunch of the Spectre stuff on there. You can potentially get Ezra Bridger shard. Hey, I got him. Sweet. Already got him maxed on my free-to-play account and my main account, but this is one of the most important characters in the game. And even if you're not going to get daily Ezra Bridger shards every single day, hey, if you can pick it up like 4 times, that saves you like a proving grounds. That's a month right there. So pretty cool to see that we're getting stuff like that. Anyways, people, that's all I got for today. I think we're gonna be okay. It's gonna be annoying, but listen, if you're playing Galaxy of Heroes, you either consciously or subconsciously know that things are gonna be a little bit annoying for the next couple months at the minimum here. But with IG-90 coming around the corner now, Yoda and Chewie's waiting in line. It should be the next one. We'll have another way of getting distracted. A lot sooner than Stormtrooper Luke. We should not be relying on him. But again, I want to leave off on, I guess, one more thing. If it does come out to worst case scenario, we can't do this till February, which I don't think that's going to be the case. These quests are available for a year, and we can still do them. I think by, November 18th, 2026. So we got plenty of time to do it, but I don't think we're going to need to wait till February. But hey, check in with me in a couple weeks. If it still looks like we can't get the level 45 on Chewie by then, yeah, I think I'll have enough coupons by then to redeem. So anyways, people, thank you so much for stopping by. Do I have any other buttons to click here? Hold on. I'm sad I didn't start recording earlier because, man, I was clicking on that redeem button on this era thing for like 27 times. I'm like, man, I should have started recording earlier. Anyways, that's all I got from me. Hope you guys are going to have a fantastic weekend. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And until we meet again, maybe for a nice little rage session once more, always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.
Oh, it's great to be in the Empire.